So far, I think. Thanks. Yeah, actually. No one's ever been so genuine with me. At least, in a while. I was lonely most of my childhood. My mother, at least for a time, was the only friend I really had. And then that prophecy came along. I'm sorry. I just had to get that off my chest. This is getting a little awkward. I think I have a sudden urge to feed on something. Gods, I am a terrible liar. Stop it. You're not helping. Don't blame me if I sneak a little nibble on you. Nothing escapes your attention, huh? Well, here goes. I've really come to care about you. I just wanted you to know that. Yes, I appreciate you. And that's all I'm going to say for now. You do? I'm glad to hear that. Let's get going then. Yes? What did you need? Take a left up here. This is one of those weird double... Weapons. Did you even see them coming? Never mind. Let's do this. You sure you don't need me to take some of that weight? Doesn't look pleasant. Yes? What did you need? This leads out to the courtyard. To the courtyard. Oh no. What happened to this place? Everything's been torn down. The whole place looks, well, dead. It's like we're the first to set foot here in centuries. This used to lead to the castle's great hall. It looks like my father had it sealed up. I used to walk through here after evening meals. It was beautiful once. This was my mother's garden. Do you know how beautiful something can be when it's tended by a master for hundreds of years? She would have hated to see it like this. Wait. Something's wrong with the moon dial here. Some of the crests are missing, and the dial is askew. I didn't even know the crests could be removed. Maybe my mother's trying to tell us something? Very clever, Mother. Very clever. I've never been in those tunnels before, but I'd bet they run right under the courtyard and into the fields. Well, at least we're getting closer. Let's go. My fellow traveling companion, doesn't this courtyard look nice? It's serene in a certain way, and uniquely beautiful, like a certain... maybe. Well, actually, yeah, the garden actually didn't age well. No, I wasn't talking about you. Well, I was. Well, it's entirely possible. Now, enough of that. We got a job to do. We're getting close. Wow, you're just amazing. I've never even seen this part of the castle before. Be careful. I don't know what might be around. Stay close to me. We'll getting close. I'm sure of it. Close quarters it is then. Are you all right? We're getting close. I'm sure of it. It is then. I don't think we've reached the top. I bet there's some sort of... Hold on. Did you hear something? We're getting close. I'm sure of it. To my mother, always smarter than I gave her credit for. Look at this place. This has to be it. I knew she was deep into necromancy. I mean, she taught me everything I know. But I had no idea she had a setup like this. Look at all of this. She must have spent years collecting these components. And what's this thing? I'm not sure about this circle, but it's obviously something. let's take a look around. There has to be something here that tells us where she's gone. You found her journal. Let me take a look. I only know what she told me. She had a theory about soul gems. That the souls inside of them don't just vanish when they're used. They end up in the soul cairn. The soul cairn is home to very powerful beings. Necromancers send them souls and receive powers of their own in return. My mother spent a lot of time trying to contact them directly, to travel to the soul cairn itself. That circle in the center of the room is definitely some type of portal. If I'm reading this right, there's a formula here that should give us safe passage into the soul cairn. A handful of soul gem shards, some finely ground bone meal, a good bit of purified void salts. Oh, damn it. We're also going to need a sample of her blood, which, if we could get that, we wouldn't even be trying to do this in the first place. Not bad. We'd better hope that it's good enough. Mistakes with these kinds of portals can be gruesome. Anyway, enough of that. Let's get started. Oh, definitely. Mother would have plenty of those materials in her laboratory. You just need to find them. Get the ingredients in the vessel, and let me know when you're ready. Then, the rest is up to me. Are you ready to go? Okay, here goes. I'm glad you're here. If you run into any trolls, just remember they're more scared of you than you are of them. Well, probably. I've noticed that your destruction magic is very powerful. I must say, impressive. It's about the soul cairn, but never thought I'd see it myself. So far, it's about what I imagined. Oh, the smell. Let's try to handle this. Like we'll be dealing with the smell of rot while we're here. How do you manage to deal with it then? Me? I smell like nightshade and snowberries. Oh, you know what? You should be talking. I have a heightened sense of smell, you know. If you think you smell like blossoms after frolicking in a fetid cave, you are sorely mistaken. But, hey, you're actually not too bad. For a sand rat. Porker face. Well, that is just not true anymore. We're being awfully careful. Let's go. Like I'm being watched. But looks like we'll be dealing with the smell of rot while we're here. Lovely. Nothing else.
You must help me find my Arvak. Arvak, please, he's such a loyal creature. Arvak? Arvak! Where are you? Arvak, please come back! Come back!
I said to Patema was I thought she looked a little orphan in that gown. How was I supposed
Mother? Mother!
Can't be. Serana?
Is it really you? I can't believe it. How do we get inside? We have to talk.
Serana, what are you doing here? Where's your father?
He doesn't know we're here. I don't have time to explain.
I must have failed. Harkon's found a way to decipher the prophecy, hasn't he?
No, you've got it all wrong. We're here to complete the prophecy our way, not his.
Wait a minute. You've brought a stranger here? Have you lost your mind?
No, you don't...
You, come forward. I would speak with you.
So how has it come to pass that a vampire of mixed blood is in the company of my daughter? I find your choice of words quite interesting, considering that Serana is in far more danger now than she was following my foolish plan. Serana has sacrificed everything to prevent Harkon from completing the prophecy. I would have expected her to explain that to you. You think I'd have the audacity to place my own daughter in that tomb for the protection of her Elder Scroll alone? The scrolls are merely a means to an end. The key to the tyranny of the sun is Serana herself. When I fled Castle Volkihar, I fled with 2 Elder Scrolls. The scroll I presume you found with Serana speaks of Ariel and his arcane weapon, Ariel's bow. The second scroll declares that the blood of Cold Harbor's daughter will blind the eye of the dragon. Like myself, Serana was a human once. We were devout followers of Lord Molig Bal. Tradition dictates the females be offered to Molig Bal on his summoning day. Few survive the ordeal. Those that do emerge as a pure-blooded vampire. We call such confluences the Daughters of Cold Harbor. Now you're beginning to see why I wanted to protect Serana, and why I've kept the other Elder Scroll as far from her as possible. If Harkon obtained Ariel's bow, and Serana's blood was used to taint the weapon, the tyranny of the sun would be complete. In his eyes, she'd be dying for the good of all vampires. And how exactly do you plan on completing the prophecy without the death of my daughter? If you believe that, then you're a bigger fool than I originally suspected. Don't you think I weighed that option before I enacted my plans? You care nothing for Serana, or our plight. You see the tyranny of the sun as your chance at deification. And like Harkon, you won't hesitate to destroy anything that stands in your path. Serana? This stranger may call herself a vampire, but she knows nothing of our struggle. Why should I entrust you to her?
This stranger has done more for me in the brief time I've known her than you've done in centuries.
How dare you? I gave up everything I cared about to protect you from that fanatic you call a father.
Yes,
He's a fanatic. He's changed. But he's still my father. Why can't you understand how that makes me feel?
Serana, if you'd only open your eyes. The moment your father discovers your role in the prophecy, that he needs your blood, you'll be in terrible danger.
So, to protect me, you decided to shut me away from everything I cared about? You never asked me if hiding me in that tomb was the best course of action. You just expected me to follow you blindly. Both of you were obsessed with your own paths. Your motivations might have been different. But in the end, I'm still just a pawn to you two. I want us to be a family again, but I don't know if we can ever have that. Maybe we don't deserve that kind of happiness. Maybe it isn't for us. But we have to stop him before...
One more word of warning. There's a dragon that calls itself Durnevere roaming the Cairn. Be wary of him. The Ideal Masters have charged him with overseeing the Keepers, and will undoubtedly intervene if you're perceived as a threat. Be careful, and keep my daughter safe.
you hear something? There they are. There's no time for your
some tough opponents. Keep your guard.
You managed to destroy all 3 keepers? Very... Yes. Please follow me. Keep watch for Durnevere. With the prison's barrier down, he's almost certain to investigate.
The sooner we get out of this place, the better.
Oh? What is it? Ready when you are.
I'm glad you're here. I don't think I could be doing this alone. I'm glad you're here. I don't think I could be doing this alone. The sooner we get out of this place, the better.
Nice.
The sooner we get out of this place, the better. I can't believe we found my mother alive. Well, you know.
Forgive my astonishment, but I never thought I'd witness the death of that dragon. Volumes written on Durnevere allege that he can't be slain by normal means. It appears they were mistaken. Unless the soul of a dragon is as resilient as its owner's scaly hide. It's possible that your killing blow has merely displaced Durnevere's physical form while he reconstitutes himself. Minutes, hours, years. I can't even begin to guess. I suggest we don't wait around to find out. Now, let's get you the Elder Scroll, and you can be on your way. What did you want?
I'm glad you're here. I don't think I could be doing this alone.
Now that you've retrieved the Elder Scroll, you should be on your way. I have no choice. As I told you before, I'm a daughter of Cold Heart. If I return to Tamriel, that increases Harkon's likelihood of bringing the tyranny of the sun to fruition. As much as it pains me to send you and serana back alone, I can't take the risk. Remember that Harkon is not to be trusted. No matter what he promises, he'll deceive you in order to get what he wants. And promise me you'll keep my daughter safe. She's the only thing of value I have left. Did you have anything to ask before you depart? Farewell. Remember, Harkon's
Come on, let's go home.
Remember that Harkon's not to be trusted.
The sooner we get the scroll home, the sooner we do, my father.
Stay your weapons. I would speak with you, Quinarin. Cursed, not dead. Doomed to exist in this form for eternity. Trapped between Laas and Enoch. Between life and death. Forgive me, Quinarin. We will continue this when time releases you from its relentless grasp.
I'm glad we found the scroll, but I wish she could come with us. What's the plan? Oh? What is it? Yes? Okay, I'll keep my distance. Oh? What is it? Yes? Would you like me to follow close behind or by your side? That's better. I am your companion after all, not just a follower. Now, would you like me to stay by your side at all times, or only as we're adventuring? Got it. I'll keep that in mind. Let's get going. I think now would be a good time to talk. I wasn't sure we'd make it out of there in one piece. I know this sounds weird, but I felt kind of scared. For you. For both of us. The Ideal Masters could do anything, really. They could have trapped us there for one. I wouldn't like to be a hostage for eternity. Again. Maybe you're a pile of talking script jelly. The Ideal Masters are real. Everything I said about the Soul Cairn was real. There are trapped souls, cryptic, floating entities. We fought an undead dragon. What we saw basically spelled out everything I had read about that place. The Soul Cairn, realm of oblivion as ruled by the Ideal Masters. And of course you didn't see them. They're called unseen for a reason. Ugh. Wait. You're just messing with me, aren't you? It's not funny. Maybe next time, I'll be the one to personally soul trap and place you in the Soul Cairn. See how you take that. Oh, aren't you a jolly pile of jelly? Seriously. I'm just glad it's all over. I know I can be moody. Do you like me? Not just as a friend, but as something else? I think you know what I mean. Then, hopefully this won't be awkward.
Wow. It's nice, actually. You are so nice and... Oh, I'm sorry. I wanted to... I feel free, for once. I didn't mean to jump you like that. I just wanted to do it my way this time. To conquer my fear and do the very thing that still gives me nightmares on my terms. It had to be someone I trust. It had to be you. I used to see intimacy as a way to deceive, to take advantage, and most of all, to demonstrate power. Control, domination, degradation. It's like, all my life, I've only ever seen a facade. I just wanted to experience what it's really meant to be like for once, with you.
Be careful out there. I've grown rather fond of our chat.
Nice clothes. Doesn't it feel better to be able to move freely and casually?
Hope you're ready to lose.
good. I'll be going now.
Oh.
I am above the petty
Yes.
squabbles
How
here.
may I? I am
have
afraid I
lived
won't be able to
far
help
too
you
long
with the
to be
scrolls
bothered.
any longer, milady. Please do not be angry with me. I'm afraid in my haste to read the first scroll, I neglected the time I needed to prepare. The failure is purely mine to bear. As you can see from my bandages, it's not that I am unwilling, it's that I am physically unable. Oh, please, milady, please, forgive me. If only such a miracle existed, I'd overcome the impossible in order to secure it, if it meant pleasing you. Although I would gladly die by your hand, perhaps I could offer an alternative way to read the scrolls. Oh, thank you, milady. Thank you. Scattered across Tamriel are secluded locations known only as Ancestor Glades. There's one in Skyrim in the Pine Forest. Performing the ritual of the Ancestor Moth within the glade should provide the answers you seek. It involves carefully removing the bark from a canticle tree, which will in turn attract Ancestor Moths to you. Once enough of the moths are following, they'll provide you with the second sight needed to decipher the scrolls. In keeping with tradition, you must use a specific tool in the Ancestor Glade, an implement known as a draw knife. Every moth priest is taught this ritual, but few ever get the chance to perform it. You should consider yourself fortunate if it works for you. From what I saw in the vision, the Elder Scroll which foreshadows the defiance of the gods with the blood of mortals is the key to the prophecy. Fortune smile upon you, milady.
What's happening?